talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Well, for March 2006, anyway, because we're bringing you the talkSPORT clips of the midweek from those old mini discs that emerged a little while ago, and they've been sort of repurposed with new intros. Our producers put those together, so we don't know what's coming. We've not heard these from 2006. Haven't got a clue, so we're looking forward to it. A little bit of housekeeping first off the back of Striker. Roger Clifford said, love Striker, but can you explain how the police looking for a sniper didn't check out the TV gantry? Oh, therein lies madness, Roger. You know, it's more holes than a Swiss cheese. If you want to pull that apart. And one of the listeners says, I've listened to every part of Striker throughout lockdown. This is from Wakey. And then at 1:51, my sister phoned and I missed the final episode. Well, it will be, don't worry. It'll be on the podcast. It'll be on the podcast. You can hear it then. So let's crack on with the clips then. We begin with Mike Parry alongside Andy Townsend discussing a Liverpool great.
Alan Hansen's demeanour throughout the whole of a game never changed once. He was the Lester Piggott of football.
Doesn't make any sense at all, does it?
No,
the Lester
really.
Piggott of football. Anyway, what's next then?
He used to struggle to make the weight each week.
Yeah.
Here's Keith Arthur on Fisherman's Blues now.
I made a standalone video a few years ago called Fishing Impossible.
Really? It sounds fantastic, yeah. Fishing Impossible. Won't be much of a video then, he says. I didn't quite get that one. So, staying with Keith, here he is talking about a recent fishing trip.
I went fishing for congers with the junior version of the British Conger Club down in Plymouth. And what they said is, since they've been catching and releasing the eels rather than killing them, the numbers have gone up dramatically.
Well, that tends to happen, doesn't it, really? If you stop killing them, the numbers do go... Oh, the National...
What sort of dance do they do at the British Conger Club?
Imagine their Christmas do, the National Conger Club. Conger! Be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. So,
Yes.
What's next?
It's Andy Townsend now taking a call.
Henry, who's a Chelsea fan. Henry, good morning.
Oh, very good morning to you, Andy. Great show. Never heard it before. I tuned in by mistake.
Okay. That's how we get most of our listeners. It's fantastic. That and the press gangs. So this is Alan Brazil and Graham Beecroft now, talking about that classic old western, The Lone Ranger.
Remember the Lone Ranger?
Yeah,
and
do.
Tonto, well,
Hi-ho, Tonto, away.
Hi-ho, Tonto, away. Yeah.
That's not right. It was a Hi-ho Silver, wasn't it?
Hi-ho, Tonto, away.
That's completely wrong. But never mind. Here's Lisa O'Sullivan with some cricket news.
He's suffered minor cartilage damage and needs to come home have it assessed, as Michael Vaughan will do. Andrew Flintoff taking on the captaincy as Michael Vaughan Hay-Holmes.
Michael Vaughan Hay-Holmes. I used to love him. Michael Vaughan Hay-Holmes. What a player he was. This is a caller now to Mike Dickin.
Alan, good morning. You're on talkSPORT.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
I'm a computer program.
Are you really? He does sound a bit like a sort of northern version of Hal, doesn't he? I'm a computer program.
It's great, isn't it? Sticking with the calls, here's an alarming one to Patrick Kinghorn and Gab Marcotti.
Quickly to finish off, Chris in Bury. Chris, your thoughts? Should he play?
Why take him out? He's been there for so long. He's experienced.
Because he needs a rest, Chris.
He's
What? I remember that clip. That's
very
mad,
strange. Thank you, Call. He got £100 worth of Wix vouchers, if I remember rightly. Back to Mike Parry, talking about the Trinidad and Tobago national football team, who would, of course, be playing in England's group at the upcoming 2006 World Cup.
Now, I also believe that Stern John is the pin-up boy, the current pin-up boy of the Trinidadian football setup. You know what I mean? Trinidadian. That's what I meant. The Trinidadian and Toboggan.
Toboggan? Is that Cool Runnings, like the Jamaican bobsleigh team?
The Trinidadian and Toboggan football team. There we are. Then we sent him to the World Cup. As hands across the water, of course. Yeah.
Incredible, isn't it? Okay, returning to Patrick Kinghorn, once more taking a call.
Go to Mill Hill. Phil's there. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Oh, yeah, good old Phil. You like those. And for some reason, that seemed to spread to other callers. Here's Ian Collins.
Chris is in Staines. Chris, good morning.
Morning to you, Phil.
Who's Phil?
What?
Everybody wants to be Phil all of a sudden, don't they?
That's ridiculous. This is Rodney Marsh setting the scene.
all around the stadium. There's blue and white everywhere. It's just a marvellous place to be. Lovely day too, guys, here.
Oh, two guy would be. It's Blackburn, isn't it?
That's good.
And finally, yes, it's Big Al introducing a guest.
Okay, 8 minutes after 8, we're going back to Spain, but not to Barcelona. Rangers take on Villarreal. Let's say a very good evening, good morning. Good morning, evening. Good morning, even, to the Evening Times, Darrow King.
Good evening, morning. Good morning, even morning. Good. This sounds like the two Ronnies, wasn't it?
He's in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Ronnie Barker would have been delighted with that. Good evening, morning. Brilliant. Good morning, evening. Anyway, I'm sure that was one of their sketches. So there we are. We'll have some more old midweek clips from the mid-2000s, early 2000s, same time next week.